The Howard Stern channels present the show that dares to enter the chaotic brain of the mad genius known as Sour Shoes.
Can you see the real me, mother?
This is Embedded.
I'm embedded with John Lieberman. Ooh.
Welcome to Embedded with Sour Shoes, the series where we chronicle the remarkable life of the 41-year-old prankster, genius impressionist, and frequent caller to the Howard Stern Show, Sour Shoes. Sour Shoes had been calling the Stern Show offices for months with no luck. Then, in 1998, executive producer Gary Dell'Abate made a decision that would result in years of being mocked for his pronunciation of the number 9. Putting Sour Shoes on the air. It all started when Sour issued Gary a little challenge.
And then he finally picked up, and I said, "Hey, Gary, you want to play a quick game? How you doing? Let's play Name the Artist. It'll be good Stump the Bully practice for you."
Okay. Sour, hold on. Okay, I'll play. All right, I'll do it. And then he put me on speaker, and then we did some quicks. You know, went through a couple quick songs for him. If you leave, don't leave now. Please don't take my heart away. Orchestra Maneuvers in the Dark. He got it right away.
That was a big hit back in 1986, Gary. It was your first year, and it was the Howard Stern Show's first year in the morning, on morning drive. You switched from afternoon drive and let out at 5. And this song was number 1.
It spent 9 weeks in the countdown. You leave, don't leave now, please. Orchestra Maneuvers in the Dark. I said that already, Sour.
Okay, let's go to the next one. This song was number 1 for 3 weeks in the summer of 1985. Name the Artist.
And you used to play it at WNBC all the time, remember? One time in Bangkok makes the hard man crumble. Murray Hand, One Night in Bangkok.
But some Stump the Buoy through the phone was just the beginning of what Sour had to offer. Within a year, Sour was making frequent trips into the city in his 1979 Plymouth Volare, which he still drives today, and his Casio keyboard in tow. But meeting his idol Howard Stern for the first time required a slightly, intense tactic, stalking Howard at his gym.
And I plugged in over there, and that's where I first met him face to face. And he was with his friends, I think with Pat and another friend, and they started asking for a couple songs. And Howard said, "Hey, he knows obscure songs. Ask him one." So his friend said, "Let me hear Always Something There to Remind Me." So I started playing that and doing the talk up like WNBC, and then he asked for a song, a couple other songs, and then he talked about it, I think, on the air.
Sour Shoes used to follow me around and to do this like on the street wherever I was. And I finally just pulled him aside and said, "You fucking stop it. You can go insane from it."
With Sour's confidence at an all-time high, he began to use every call into the show as a chance to hone his ever-increasing roster of Stern Show impressions. The next episode is entirely devoted to those jaw-dropping impressions. But first, I wanted to know more about what's arguably the single most memorable of Sour Shoes' moments, his prank calls to Howard 100 News reporter Steve Langford.
Can you hear me?
Steve Langford's Monster Fat Peanuts.
Hey, can you hear me? Well, listen, I just want you to know that I want you to go to jail for this. And I will be happy to work on that.
What isn't known to many people is that the relationship, while eventually ending up cantankerous, started out in a much more harmonious manner.
When he first started, he would play along with it. He'd go, "Hey, doctor, good morning. It's WLTE, Lansing, Michigan's home of today's rock, yesterday's hurt," or WTAM, Doctor, are you there? He'd play along and say, "Good morning."
It seems that Steve Langford's patience died somewhere between 100 to 299 calls. And that, dear listeners, is when the magic began to happen.
Sour, I can't do this right now. Gotta run. Deadline, Sour. Gotta run. And Chili would be in the background. And I kept calling, and I was starting to record him, and I think he got wise to it. So eventually he got real frustrated. He said, "Listen, cocksucker. Listen, cocksucker. listen to me. Sour Shoes. This was live. This was actually me on the phone with him. And I'm trying to find this tape. Sour Shoes. Listen, cocksucker. Call here one more time. I will press charges.
With the threat of imminent litigation, Sauer decided to stop calling Langford altogether. Tragically, most of Sauer's original calls to Langford were lost. In typical Sauer fashion, he recorded over them. But an exchange with Stern Show resident pranksters Richard and Sal resurrected the string of torturous calls for Steve Langford.
I think I was doing my rotational calls and got to Richard and Sal, and I may have played it for them, and they heard it, and then asked me to send it to them, but I recorded over it, as literally as I think I did. So they wanted to recreate that whole exchange, and they said, record what you actually said to him. And I said, well, there was times where I would just call and go, oh my God, Steve, listen, I'm writing this up. Let me call you right back. And I had called him like 30 times straight, and that put him over the edge. And then on the 31st call, he'd pick up, and I would say, oh my God, I can't talk right now. Let me call you back. So they said, yeah, leave that. And also make up songs.
With your monstrous cock, I'm dripping wet.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Put them on the phone.
Oh my God, Steve, I'm real busy. Can I call you right back?
While the super